Hello everyone, in this topic we will learn about the account of customers. These are the learning outcomes. Throughout this chapter, you will learn the relevant legal cases related to the account of customers, the operations and features of different deposit products of commercial banks, and procedures to open accounts for different deposit products. Commercial banks offer various types of deposit products or customer accounts. In the first subtopic, we focus on the first type of account, namely individual and minor accounts. Before we proceed with these two types of customer accounts, you need to understand the execution of customer documentation. A customer must meet several conditions before they can open an account in a bank, including capacity and authority to operate and proper introduction by an acceptable third party. The first condition is the capacity to operate. A person is said to have an ability if they are at the age of majority, where a person must be at 18 years old and above to open an account, while below 18 years old can open savings account only or known as minor account. Besides, a person must be a sound mind. A person with mental incapacity is not qualified to open an account. The second condition is the authority to operate. The second condition is the authority to operate. A person must be qualified by law, such as not being declared bankrupt, to have a right to operate an account. Besides, verification of the customer's identity, integrity, and reliability is needed. The person named in a customer's mandate or resolution is also allowed to operate an account. The final condition is the customer must have a proper introduction by an acceptable third party. New customers must be introduced to the bank by existing customers who maintain a good and satisfactory account. This requirement is essential because failure to do so would mean that the banker has not acted prudently as per current banking practice. We recall that 3 conditions must be met to open an account in a bank, including capacity and authority to operate and proper introduction by an acceptable third party. A customer can open 2 different individual accounts, including a savings account and a current account. To open an individual account, a person must meet several conditions, including being 18 and above, to open a savings or current account. Anyone below 18 years old can open a savings account only. Secondly, they must prove that neither they are declared as a bankrupt person nor insane. Further, an introducer is needed to open a current account, which is not required for the savings account. Finally, the bank requires the customer to put up some amount of money as a deposit to open an account. The bank will require the applicant to submit a photocopy of IC or passport for verification and the specimen signature, which is to sign on the bank specimen card. The banks must follow some rules that govern the operations of account. Any application to open an individual account should be disapproved if it was made by third party without the customer's consent or permission. A customer may authorize another person to operate his account by signing a mandate form or executing power of attorney by setting up an agency.
Next is minor account. A person below 18 years old can open a minor account. As a minor, they incur no liability on checks or upon loans. Care should be taken to ensure that the account is not overdrawn. If an overdraft is requested by a minor, an indemnity contract should be drawn up and signed by an adult. A guarantee would be insufficient and a minor can only open a saving account with their capacity are among the conditions that must be met to open this account.